Okay. It looks like everything is all right. Alrighty. There we go. Hello, hello. Oh, good morning, Zeph. I was in the mood for a nice puzzle game and a coffee. So here we are, and I figured I'd share it with all of you. So, Strange Antiquities. I have seen this game around. I haven't looked up anything like about it. All I know, it's a puzzle game. I'm pretty sure. And I love puzzle games. I need to play more. So I'm very excited to just get started. I looked at the options earlier, so we should just be all set to go in. Oh, as a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. Oh, what a guy. Oh, he's got like a rune. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Ellie left the shop. Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging, with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Ooh, that's a lot of birds, actually. Day 1, Thursday. I got a kitty! Oh, bless. Okay. Oh, that's really pretty. This is so cool already. I know I'm supposed to hit the bell, but let's... Oh. Okay. Oh. Interesting. Oh. Inspect. Color and composition, a sense of touch, scent and sound, inner perception. And there was an option for auto-labeling, so I assume that's a label. I know I should probably just... Spider, get on with the game. It'll tell me the thing... Hello? Fascinating. There's symbols. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. So I've got to be descriptive. There's a lot of stuff. My god. Ooh, I like how it all sways. Oh, that eyeball is looking at me. That's... I like how it all sways when I switch scenes. That's a bloody hand. Okay. And alright. I won't get into. It really does kind of look like it. An eye ender. This is cool. My plant. No, you can stay right there. Alright, let's start. Ellie White. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass, and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry into any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. Pardon. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. It's too late for that. I should be back in a few days. Okay. Strange artifacts. A guide to occult objects. T.S. Gill. Contents. Ecumenical. Ecumenical? Oh god, ow. That shouldn't have made me laugh so much. Ares Remnant, Binding Seed, Ethereal Key, Eye of Cernunnos, Guise of Lillian, Hearing Charm, Heart Chamber, Horn Shackle, Hunter's Boon, Lamb Siphon, blah 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 blah. Sextrum, Shadowhold, Shimmer, Silent Breath, Voice of Cernunnos. I should know how to read that. That feels like it's going to come up a lot. See ya. What about the neck to place them closer to the heart? These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Ziyas are made out of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Okay. Oh, he said there was, like, a guide in the back. Ooh. Ooh, have fun. I'm excited. That sounds like it'll be fun to play with everyone. Subject, Blackheart, reference in Lamb Siphon, Blencathra, Arch Chamber, Blood, Orford Spire, Bronze, Cernunnos. I need to figure out how I'm going to say that now. Cernunnos. Change, Clay, Caution, Curse, Danger, Dark, Death, Demon, Fear, Feeling, Gemstone, Guilt. Hello. That's not. Oh. Okay. We'll just keep that on hand. Pet the kitty. The Thaumaturge, Eli White. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands, and armed with the right knowledge, can be a gateway to so much more. It's a pretty good stash. For Eli, the quest to unearth and to understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of strange antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side. A side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. That's a lovely name. I love that. Visits, day 1, I have been blah 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 blah. Devourer of souls. Jupiter. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat. Or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business to his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. I see. And these will be all our guests, I assume. Who am I? Am I relevant at all? Oop. Alright, let's start touching shit. Well, it looks like the least dangerous thing to touch. Oop. I wonder if that clock is, like, accurate to the day. Am I wasting time? Am I timed? I hope not. I'm really bad when it comes to being timed in these games. An accumul is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the accumul at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty accumul, on the other hand, has an ominous presence pulling at the threads of one's mind. Memento mori, a reminder of death. Aries remnant, these objects induce a form of synesthesia, where color and tones, light and shadow can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low light condition, such as miners. The gemstones in an Aries remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name, Aries the Ram. Blinding seed. These items are made of two distinct materials, representing the mentic and the words. The wixic. The mind and the body. The winding path, the mind, is described as a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. The Yew Labyrinth at Castle Morgan, a larger-than-life binding seed. Ethereal key. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items and not generally known about outside of thaumic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. Eye of Cernunnos. Known as... Jeez. Should have grabbed a water. Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. I'ma use it carelessly. These items can be Guise of Lillian. These items can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenails. A Guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. No idea. Yeah, well, he's been better about this recently. Hearing charm. A simple trinket that amplifies sounds. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they are a curiosity that can be enjoyed by young and old alike. And of course, they have more devious applications too, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. Hearing charms take the form of animals known for their hearing. Oh my gosh. This is a lot of reading up front, but I kind of expected it. There's a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast Glencathra. Holger's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul, along with its power, in an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Wraith. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us close to heart after death. Holgar wielding his twin axes, Wolfsong and Fearbringer. Horn Shackle. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the ears. Oh, they're like a worry stone. They can be worn as pendants, as but are more commonly totems of some kind. An example of an elaborate horn shackle. Hunter's Boon. A Hunter's Boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Lamb Siphon, used to reverse the effects of the Blackheart curse. A skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using the dried seed pod of a sheep snap plant. Sheep snap, plant said to bring good fortune. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that libula are not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as the old thaumaturges knew well. I need to close this. It's so much reading. And I don't really know what to do with any of it yet. I think that clock has changed. All right, just gonna hit the button. Hit the bell. Hello. Congratulations. Today is the day you met the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my Hunter's Boon. Use right-click on items to inspect them. Okay. Move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect. It's yellowy white color, yellowy brown. Gives me a sensation of power. Smooth. Smooth but with hard ridges. I have nothing to remark. I have nothing to remark. That might be it. Let me double check. Because it's tooth, and it said Hunter's Boon. Hunter's Boon. Remove. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those of the deadliest predators being the most prized. Simple items without embellishment. I think it's just that, but let me take a look around. That's all locked. Yeah, it's just that. It's just the tooth. Identified. Clues. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Book content discovered. Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, just as love or joy, and held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Gnostic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Lovely. Business as usual. Handle your first customer. You can add labels to items while inspecting them using right-click. So what are you? Iron, green marble. Full and smooth. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this book. I'd assume. I would assume this is an Iacerinus, but I can't be sure just yet. I should read through the rest. Where did I leave off? During the rite of red. This is right, yeah. During the rite of red knives, Offred Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Ossic Ring. These somewhat macabre items were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear Cochin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Corchin, serpent goddess. Restful Mether? A Mether is a thaumaturge's link to their inner mind. The inner mind. A hot tea made from the Duranthium plant is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of mether. Mether? This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. Selenic Totem, just read that. Sextrum protects against insanity in all of its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Shadow Hold. A shadow hold, or oshotic vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain oshotic spirit, the manifestation known as a creeping dark, pulling it from the shadow like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. A shadow catcher design. Shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that are designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce a calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Souther Fell of 1356. Silent Breath. There are those that consider the white heart a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. The white stag, guardian of the forest. Voice of Cernunnos. The name Voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. So that's a torque. Wearing his torque? Oh, is that? Oh, that thing. The necklace thing. Probably. Because I think there's one on the shelf over... And the Zia. And the Annex. Okay. Ah. Any bronze torque? Close, please. This thing. Bronze. Whoa. Oh god, there's so many icons. An uneven texture. There we go. Alright. Jack Hungerford. The Knights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters ago. A creeping dark is set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Okay. Let's look that up again. Container of any kind, jar, bottle, box, can be used to contain a manifestation. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Okay. So, do we have a jar? Oh! What are you? Clay, cork. Pungent. Yeah. Here you go. Identified. Shadowhood. Clues. The item is a container of some kind, and the design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. A sunbond. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. There's an auto-labeling option in the settings if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. I see. Should be fine, though. Let's read these guys. Okay, we did not get any profiles for them, so never mind. David Schaefer. What's with all these ravens flying about under me today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. You a mailman? A letter for you. You are a mailman. Thank you. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Franz almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. Don't worry. Don't worry, Chonky. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. Okay. Whoop. Wait, I still have it? Hang on. Why do we still have this? What was this? This is a... We're gonna... Oh, what's a good color for... figured out, like, confirmed things? Let's do a nice bright red and actually have a different shape, too. I don't want to screw around with the symbols, because there's so many there. I guess we don't. They're different. They're gonna be different. We don't need different shapes. What was this? This was like a hunter's mark or something. Hunter's Boon. I'm surprised I didn't give it to them. I thought I'm a shop. Yeah, I prefer the default shape. Okay, so red will be confirmed items, and I guess green or maybe another color will be my, I'm guessing, colors. Stanley Hume. Chunky, oh, I want an Ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Pardon. This text auto advances. This game is Strange Antiquities, apparently a puzzle game where I'm just running a shop of magical items, but I don't know what any of them are. So I have to figure it out as I go. Alright, what was an Ossic ring again? Really, somewhat macabre items really made as offerings to the goddess. Some can say they hear Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Well, this is made of bone, so... Oh! Soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. So what is this? Brown twine, bone... Has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. That's fun. So, color, red. Classic ring. Use item. Identified. Ossic ring. Made of bone. This item satisfies the description. Macabre. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. Okay. Book content discovered. Evocant. The stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to the popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important, and should not stray more than a hair from... should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chests of those in a coma to draw them out. Interesting. Yeah, but I still... He asked for it, but I still have it. So I'm not selling them. Are they like... And they aren't even taking them, so it's just like, do I use the item on them? Very odd. But maybe it's just for puzzles. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens, is disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And I just swelled some cinnamon. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernunnos might put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Okay. Well, this is the one I think is... I'm just going for it. Identified. Made of bronze. Similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunnos. Cernunnos in a sketch. Cool. Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It's not clear exactly what they do show. What? It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional sense of experience. So, a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Okay. Alright, I'll end the day in a mo. Oop. Cernanos. Okay. Simple, easy peasy. This will definitely get harder as we get more obtuse things. Oh! Here's the weight system. This thing makes me nervous. Now here's the question. Do we get more as the days go by? Ooh! The ornithologist, Edmund Bishop. The 14th Lord of Gleaston Castle is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. He's a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species, or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting the stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Seems like a fun guy. Okay. Can I put these? Alright, so what here is 1 pound? Because not that. Not quite that. Because that'll be our whatever thing. What did we just get? Or Eva can't. If we have one. But it's better to figure it out now. Maybe. Bronze. Raised detailing. Alright. That could be the Evocant, it could be something else. I know I should probably just end the day and figure it out later. But I like to figure these things out. There's no details about it other than it's about 1 pound. Like, not what it is, what detailing it has to have. I wonder if I'm going to learn more if I get more details eventually. Ooh. I feel like I have to. A lot of stuff I just don't really have any information on. Jesus, that's heavy. Little goat. Okay. Stop screwing around. Oh! That's good to know. Why is this thing floating? Alright, whatever. End day. The black mare thundereth through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Blackbarrow. End of day 1. Yep. Hello? Ooh. Oh, this is cool. Oh. My mouse is gone off the screen. Pardon? This is the bad part of having multiple monitors. It's really hard to do stuff like that. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Okay. Day 2, Friday. Okay. Oh, gosh. This... I fear this game might be way more complicated than I thought it was. But I'm excited. I love puzzles, so I'll be down for the challenge. But I clearly do not have... Oh. Oh? What on earth? Hello? Oh. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Okay. Oh. You can use shift to bring up the magnifying glass. Okay, I could bring it up yesterday. But good to know. Onthomic fields. All thaumic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thaumic lens. A duonic field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Okay. Just put... Can I move? Okay, I can move down freely. I need an information shelf where I keep all my info. I guess down here. Move this plant over. All right. Oh my god. Oh my god. This... Can I go all these places? Okay. Where am I? All right, I'm losing my mind. Reminder of sort of couple in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. So where am I on the map? I need to go next door. Strange Antiquities, 29. I'm going to... The proprietor, Miss Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, we'll take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. Items discovered. Okay. Okay. Let's put these up. I have another plant. At some point I'll organize. This card. I'll keep these here, because, like, this is... The problem is, I don't remember my alchemic symbols. These are all alchemy symbols, and I don't remember my alchemics. What is the upside down? Oh, there's 2 of them. So this isn't like a list of them. This is just, there's 3. Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a pattern. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, okay. There's a pattern. All right. All right, into the think tank. So, is there a repeating pattern? Taurus, Z, triangle up, D, female sign. Let's just go with that. Let's just see if there's a repeated pattern from that. Taurus, Z, room for triangle, D, upside down female sign. So this is where, so that goes there. The like diamond triangular shape will go in that spot right there. So where does, so, okay, this one goes at the bottom here. We can be pretty sure of that. This is a repeating pattern. So if we find any more, we'll figure it out from there. Oh, there's more this way? Oh my god, there is. Oh, it's just the shelves. And then this, the cards. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. Clearly, I don't have enough for that already. I've not drank my coffee at all. Okay. This map. Like, I haven't been prompted to go anywhere yet, but I feel like I should. It's so huge. I could go anywhere. It's wild to me. This game is so cool. I'm really glad I did not check out this game at all. Because I have a bad habit of just assuming I'm never gonna play something and watching it anyway. I'm very glad I held off. Okay. Let's... Verona Green. Well, that's just perfect. Under mere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge just left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of the bed. The ravens have gotten under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Okay. New book, new book, new book! New book to read! Witch and Holmes. Hermetic Symbology. Is this going to be the alchemical symbols? Thaumic disciplines. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines represented by the following symbols. Selenic of the moon, Dradic of the earth, Diurnic of the day, Noctic of the night, Mentic of the mind, and Wixic of the body. Okay. Imbuements. Oh, okay. Calm, confusion, death, deception, fear, foresight. Is that the Blair Witch symbol? Foresight, fortune, hypnosis, insanity, life, paralysis, poison, protection, strength, truth, weakness, and wisdom. Elements, yes, there they are. Earth, air, fire, water, light, dark, ashes, oil, soap, tallow, urine, verdigris, vinegar, and wax. Antimony, yeah, that's what it is. Arsenic, bismuth, magnesium, phosphorus, platinum, potassium, and zinc. Copper, gold. I don't remember copper and gold being those, but okay. It's been a hot minute since I was since I needed alchemic symbols in a puzzle. Iron, lead, quicksilver, silver, tin. Jupiter. Our cat is the Tin Man. Seasons. I'm not familiar with the seasonal ones. Autumn, spring, summer, winter. Okay, I'll light. Man. Cold. Ooh, Wicca. Frost, heat, ice. Blessings, horned god. Rebirth, spirituality. Triple goddess, which is not, which sign. Okay. Going to be referencing that a lot. You know what? Let's put... How many of these papers can I just shove? This will be my information shelf. And those I shouldn't need anymore. Especially that note. Okay. Let's go! There was a thing to read. Tess Sherwood. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horn shackle might be the answer. Horn shackle. Okay. Let's double check. Horn shackle. Horn shackles are used to bring about change, bestowing the ability to overcome. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's finger, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as a pendant, but are more commonly totems. So, there's a couple things with horns around here. There's that. That. Was there some over here? No. Well, I guess that, but that's probably not it. And that, but the horns don't look right. And come here. This. I think it's this. Hello? I thought at first it was bone, but it's in fact clay, painted to look like bone. Dark blue gemstone. Hard and somewhat rough. Hard and somewhat rough. Okay. So, not that. Fills me with a sense of foreboding. Interesting. So that's not it. So, how about you? Wood. This part feels smooth. This is rough and pitted. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. That could be it. Let's put that... Okay, keep that there. Was there anything else of note? Use the horns are rubbed smooth. They can be worn as pendants. Okay, so this is like... This and this is like a red herring. I want to check some of the other things, though. Just in case. Pointy. Textured. Okay, nope. Does this count as horns? Polished? Okay. It's probably not this. Rigid, yes. So it's definitely this thing. Identified! Horn shackle. The item has horns. Closer inspect reveals that the horns have been worn smooth. A vestiger. A vestiger can be used to prevent the spread of diseases and pestilence. Pestilence? Among their other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. I have candles. Okay, okay, okay. Let's mark that. Horn shackle. Did I spell that right? Probably not. No, I did. Okay. Let's keep going then. David Schaefer. Hello, Mr. Mailman. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Yeah, indeed. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours, for the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Can I leave right now? I can leave right now. Okay. Wait, what is this? This is not a, like, day counter thing. Friday, Greywick Farm. The scent of damp hay lingers in the air as crows pick at the muddy ground between weathered stone beams. The farmer lifts his gaze briefly, offering little more than a nod before turning. And who's that? John Royston. So it's probably like a Royston farm. Greywick Farm, duh. Royston Farm. He's over here. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates after a lengthy negotiation. I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Birdie! Item discovered. Okay. I have no idea what that could be. Oop. I forgot to look at this. The occult scholar, Verona Green. Verona has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have had cobblestones and the churches have had bell towers. She is respected and feared, which she revels in, and she is revered and admires, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered the citizens of Undermere away from catastrophe on more than one occasion. The near misses of the Selenic Flame and the Woken Dendru are two such events that spring to mind. She is of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable, that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. Okay. Lovely. Oh, the eyes. Jeez. Okay. Let's keep going. Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark, on important business, no doubt. Prince Street. I wonder if you can help me. I am visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moonheart would bring her some comfort. What's a moonheart? An index in the back that may be useful to you. Yeah, because I don't think moonheart. Black card, blood, bronze, change, clay, core. So there's going to be people who show up who don't know what they're talking about, and I'm going to have to figure it out. That's interesting. Moonheart. No, Selenic totem. Okay. These carved totems... Okay, she knew what she was talking about. She just used a different word. Can be imbued with a sentiment of feelings, such as love or joy, then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes, associated with both blah blah blah. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Okay. Then we look up... Nautic, Selenic is the moon above the sun. Okay. Well, this has the moon. But I don't actually... What is this? Because this is what I thought when I first heard crescent. Nothing to remark. But that doesn't seem correct. Gold. Stone. I've seen that symbol before somewhere. Hmm. Oops, don't explore. Where are some of the items I just... This is crescent. Hmm. Doesn't look to be anything in there. Not that it would. I'm mostly looking for that pleasant feeling. Hello? No. I don't like how this makes me feel. So, not that. Scheiße. Oh! I forgot about you. I highly doubt you make me feel pleasant. No. Alright, let's... I need a consideration box. Here, this is my consideration box. I'm going to put the things I'm considering in this area. Because those two have crescents to them. No, that has nothing to do with the night, or, well, bats, but the moon. I think I need to look at my symbols again. Selenic? I'm not seeing that symbol anywhere. Or if... Is there just a symbol for the moon? Oh. Silver. Hmm. Hmm. Um... What is that symbol? Two diamonds intersecting is protection. You may imbue with a feeling such as with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both Selenic and Gnostic disciplines. The form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Why am I second guessing myself on the bat of all things? Okay. Grave detailings? No rush. Cheap metal, probably pewter, bone. Okay, I don't think it's that. I don't think so. What is this symbol? I don't think it's that now either. What are you? Iron. Not silver. Oh dear. Why has this one suddenly stumped me? A fossil? Oh. That's fascinating. It's not you, is it? This thing is cursed. It has an energy! That's a cursed object if I've ever seen one. Geez, what? Oh. Protection symbol. Oh, wait. This is Crescent. I am overcome by a warm, loving emotion. Okay. Light-colored wood. Nothing to remark. So there. That's the Crescent. And I guess it's associated with night because it's an owl. Okay. Not what I thought. This is a carved totem. Did it say it was a totem? Did I miss the fact? Oh, dear. Selenic totem. Oh! I was so distracted by Moon Heart that I forgot that it was a totem. The owl associated with night bears a concealed crescent shape. Upon closer inspect, tool lets me impart a feeling of joy. Fulgen Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Oop. Selenic. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Selenic totem. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. I haven't pet you today. I'm sorry. Daisy Winters. A friend of mine, or a former friend, I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Interesting. A binding seed or a Zia? Interesting. Let's take another look. Nope. What was a Zia? Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. These are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Have a single material and no writings. But is that actually what I want to give her? So, a binding seed. These items are made of 2 distinct materials, representing blah 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 blah. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. I think I want to give a binding seed. I feel like a Zia will cause more problems. Because at least she'll feel bad about it. Oh, wait, hang on. I need to actually read what it's made out of. Items are made of 2 distinct materials, representing the mentic and the wixic, the mind and body. The winding path of the mind is described as by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. Okay. Two distinct materials. And a spiral. Well, I see a spiral there, but that... Oh, hello. Dogs are barking. Pardon me for a moment. Doggos have been calmed. Alright, spiral. Spiral and 2 distinct materials. What is that thing? I need to move some of these things closer to me so I can actually see them. Get over here. This thing is cursed, but maybe it should go next to the other clearly cursed item. Alright. Oh, spiral. 2 distinct. I don't like how this makes me feel. Dark wood and stone. We're going to call that a binding seed for now. But actually, let's look While it's just on our minds, let's look for what could be a Zia. Any single material except wood or clay, and typically have no symbols or other writings. And it is worn about the neck. So one of these pendants. Or a silver. These aren't... Are these markings? It's just raised detailing, but I don't know if that counts as, like, markings. Because this could also be a single material pendant. I feel like a Zia is probably... This definitely isn't it. Because of the symbol. You're cursed, but This wouldn't be, because it's multiple. This wouldn't be, because it's a gemstone. If this is all bronze, then I guess this could be it. This wouldn't be. And that wouldn't be. Oh, I forgot about down here. I haven't actually looked at these, but it wouldn't be because it's made out of multiple materials, and this probably wouldn't either. No. So Zia would have been a lot harder. Well, I guess, actually... My heart feels lighter. So it wouldn't be this. That's not a Zia. I have nothing to remark. I have a strong sense of being watched. Oh, yeah, right. This is what we think is Eva Kent. Or I think. Does this make me feel any type of way? It doesn't? That's... Are you sure? Are you sure about that? I don't know. Okay. I mean, we'll probably need to see at some point. That... What is this? How did I not notice that? Oh, what this? That probably could have been useful. Had I noticed. Interesting. Anyway. I moved everything over. Okay, we'll just give her the binding seed. Binding seed. 2 materials. Cool. Shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled... Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Ashotic spirit or wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and bloody hell. Some charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and, some would say, primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. I need to look up what metals count as precious again. Or hopefully they'll tell me. A puzzle should have all the information to solve a puzzle. Unless you're specifically trying to make something where you need to search information out, everything should be readily available. What is this? Whoa! I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Oh! Okay. Let's change that to red. Okay. Emmett Burrows. I found a man just now in the house where all the ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there no more. Ain't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another shine. I'm taking my family to Shedburg, and I'll be taking a Libula to see us safely through. That was a bad voice to pick. Libula. All right. Moving on. Libula. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as old thaumaturges knew well. But this does not tell me much. Imbuement of wisdom. There's power in symbology. Okay, so let's look up what wisdom is. Well, protection. That is one. Oh, shit. Protection is probably the big one to know. But is there ones for specifically wisdom? Truth. Oh, wisdom. It's the square with the dip. Okay. Where was that? Wait, I thought this was the Evocant. Could this be a Libula? This was the thing that was exactly a pound. So that's why I thought it was the Evocant. Reassurance in times of upheaval. Okay. My heart feels lighter, but this doesn't have any symbology. I have nothing to remark. Yeah, because the whole reason I think this is the Evocant, because it's exactly a pound. I didn't measure everything, though. What symbol is that? Come on. Vinegar. It's just a bottle of vinegar? Why is that on my shelf? What is this? This is that's a witch mark. And a moon? So one of the goddess symbols? I don't remember. Oh, silver. It's backwards, though. Could be the moon. I thought that was the evocant, but maybe it's not. This does have protection, though. This one's hard. Offer reassurance in times of upheaval. They are not held in high regard. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom, shows that libula are not merely decorative. There is power in symbology. Okay, so here's my problem. Like, it specifically says wisdom and symbology. And what I think is the evocant. What I think is the evocant has the wisdom symbol on it. But wisdom is not what the libula is for. It's for, like, reassurance. And thus the protection symbol. The protection symbol feels more fitting for that. This might be the first one I get wrong, because let me reread what evocant is for. Stone item. Stone. This is bronze. This is not the evocant. Okay, this is the libula. Click, please. Alright, that was... There's a symbol of wisdom. Alright, that was not as hard as I was making it out. I was making that out to be harder than it was. Witch's finger. Witch's fingers are said to be severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Cool. Okay, we're closed. Oh, hi. Okay. What is this thing? I can put things in it. You go in there. Okay. All right. There's so many things that I'm so curious about that the game will just eventually let me know, but... What is this thing? Stone, gold. Gold? Silver. Gemstones. How does it make me feel? Nothing. These are so interesting. I want to get into this locked one. I know that I'm not going. That's gonna be a while, probably. But I'm so curious. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's end day. End of day 2. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head where he sliced himself with the diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. Oh. What is this? What No little text? Okay. Day 3, Saturday. Okay. Interesting. Oh, nope. No new interesting things. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. My phone. Oh. Oh, Charlie Weathers. We discovered some papers in a desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look. Look, oh, maybe there's nothing much easier, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. I think I'm supposed to go out and go get those. The fact that like, letter is still there is what tells me that. Hi, Jupiter. Oh, it's raining again. Okay. Explore. I don't know where Charlie Weathers is. I could just go search the entire place. Did the letter say anything? In the boatyard. Okay. The boatyard, 8. Let's go there. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowboat. You must be from Strange Antiquities, he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water, and a thin window pane rattles with every footsteps. He pulls a sheaf of borrowed papers, browned papers, out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Cool! Oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't need these earlier. Sleep vessel, 6 points of a sleep vessel, are said to represent the six thaumic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. They help people stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time, in repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though they are undreamed nightmares within. As though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Apparently, as an afterthought, and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I have no use for it. Don't even know what it's for. Interesting. Bunch of protection symbols and whatever that one is. Okay, first of all. Oh, what else did I get? Ethereal key. Oh, circular motion. If we can't. I got another page that I didn't get to read because it was covered. I just don't know where. Spire. Elsic ring. Wistful Mether. Snake Totem. Sextrum. Shadowhold. Shield Charm. Oh, yeah. Shimmer. Shin. These common items are made using materials with a connection to the ocean. They began as a superstition, simple objects made by sailors and fishermen to keep their boats safe. But with the help of the old thaumaturges, they became something more, and many lives were saved. Using materials with a connection to the ocean. Okay. Well. Insanity. Protection from insanity? A sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Bronze. Okay. Oop. So what's an evocant? Okay. I don't need to find what an evocant is right now. But I want to. Okay. Let's just begin. Francis, oh. Oh. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Good afternoon, morning. Francisca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford. He seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly... Maladies are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect. Bitches, I knew I would need an evocant! Alright, wait. Francisca, Robertson. Growing up, Francisca's father was her hero. When he died suddenly and tragically in a mysterious incident, nobody seemed able or willing to give her the answers she demanded, and she grew tired of being fed the same stories that she knew could not be true. As she entered adulthood, she learned how to find things out for herself, and what she learned opened her mind to a world she hadn't known existed, a world of occult maladies and dark articles. She learned about Tormod's paralysis, Hobbs' fear, and the Sapphire Curse, and she learned that these maladies could be cured. Is Ellie White... Hungerford. I didn't... Okay, so that's the guy who had the black eyes. I wonder... After this, we'll see if we can go there. All right. Oh, no. Come over here. Nope, wrong one. Okay. Nope. So these things are made out of stone. Let me just double check. I know I just said it, but stone items. Stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. This can't possibly be it, can it? Okay. It's stone, but it's painted. Ah. It is a pound. Do I have any other stone? I think this is, but it's got the fossil, which I think makes it ineligible? I don't know. And it's heavier than a pound. Moving everything over here. Just so it's all on one screen, so I don't have to move things back and forth for now. Hmm. Okay, I think this is the Eva can't then. The item is made of stone, weighing the item is pound. It's a pound. Daedalus Link. A Daedalus Link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. The field is extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent not to take risks. These items are producing a levitation field, and I have a levitating object. These items are surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight. A feather, or the wings of a bird, or insect, for example. Never mind, not the levitating object. Eva can't. Cool. At Jupiter. What did we want? We wanted to go see if we could find Mr. Hammerford. Strange horticulture. I guess. Would Hammerford be a blacksmith? The Blacksmith Guild is alive with the rhythm of hard work, iron-heated, hammered, shaped into purpose. There's a rumor that a guild of assassins operates from here. I'd love to poke around, but I'd rather not run afoul of a sharpened blade. Okay, Hammerford, not a blacksmith currently. Thaumic fields. All thaumic objects produce a field of sorts, though invisible to the naked eye. Placing an object over a thaumic lens. I have this, but, like, is... The only thing I can think of is... this being a thaumic lens. Or is this a thaumic lens? But I don't seem to have anything that works with this. I want to figure it out. Oh. Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you touch everything. The moon. Fascinating. Okay. Temperance Parker. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop at the Guilty Ram last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. I can tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Shield charm, okay. Let me go double check that. Please, open the book. Shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge. Such charms make use of the art of symbology. Variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. It's probably the thing with the protection symbol on it. Cheap kind of metal. I thought this thing made me feel safe. Oh well. Shield charm. It's probably that. Let me clean up. Jeez. Apprentice, identify 10 items. I'm really just gung-hoing it. This pendant has a symbol of protection. Okay. St. John's Anvil. These items have much in common with the St. John's poppy plant of the same name, a fact that is reflected in their designs. They have quite different uses, however. Whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises, but allow others to be heard still. Interesting. Hang on. I want to get a better look at that flower. I don't know why I keep right-clicking to... Interesting. Well, I can't actually get anything from the flower, like drawing. I wonder. Do I have one currently, or... Because I feel like it would be easy to find if I did. Everything is currently on this screen. This is a plant. Okay. Hugh Langston. There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? I wanted to go to the bar that she was talking about. It was hanging behind an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Great map. Okay. Okay. A little lake. There's a little lake. There's a little lake. The right shape. There is also a little lake. There's also a little lake. Okay, I need... There it is. Oh, that's nifty. I like that I can just do that. Now, here's the thing. Is it the correct rotation? Because if it's not, then... Oh, because it might be... It might not be, and it might be this area. Oh, in fact it is. The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest of the malted green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eyes as I reach for it, and I notice that there is another pendant hanging next to it, only almost completely hidden by the ivy. 2 cursed items, potentially. Here. Oh. Oh, what? Okay. Let's just put these here, then. I was gonna move them over there, but now I'm not sure. Oh, what did the other girl say? I wanted to check out the bar she was talking about. Because if an area gets mentioned, I want to go to it. I don't remember what she called it, though. And none of these look familiar. Ah, whatever. Try it another time. Verona Green. Hello, she's back. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermire. I've come from the Hungerford house, where I've been helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened there. There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. And the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Glayston Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behaviour. But first, I would like a vestiger. Whatever this is, we don't want it spreading. Okay, a vestiger. Come on! A vestiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. I would assume it's this. Nope. I would assume it's a container. Is that literally all? Alright. Here. Maybe... Congo Future Death, Life Paralysis, Poison, Deception, Fear, Foresight, Protection, Strength, Truth, Fortune, Hypnosis, Insanity, Weakness. Maybe Weakness? Wisdom. Vinegar. Hmm. Need to just check everything by the fire. Oh. I can just investigate the candles. It's not the vinegar bottle. Oh! There it is. Very nice. Okay, what is Vestiger? Okay, that was easy. Using a candle, I am able to confirm that flames burn blue in its presence. Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hobbs' fear and Noctic's sight, these tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Very interesting. Goodbye. Closed. Alright. Let's end the day. Let's pet Juniper? Jupiter. And end the day. And I think once we get our last little card. 2 days earlier, the rider and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower, when they made a discovery. And their relation at the find would soon turn to horror. Oh, should I be investigating these locations? Key? Oh, come on. After disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. Just want to double check everything, that nothing's changed. Wait. Oh my god, I was going to actually end there. But now... Something Kirk Tower? That's not on my map. Lock House, though. I was gonna end there, but now I have... Waiting for an answer that never comes. Okay. Not yet. Okay. Well, that's actually going to be it for me today. This was very fun. I'm especially glad I picked this up. This is so cool. I love puzzles. I love figuring out puzzles and just figuring out details and putting things together. I have a feeling that this is going to get a lot harder as time goes on. But I'm very excited. I can't wait to... I'll probably come back and play this again fairly soon, because I'm very excited to continue. But that'll be it for me today. Let's go find someone to raid. How come whenever I stream, no one I follow is online? Alright. Hang on. I want to figure out who to raid. Let's find something. Now, do we want to raid someone who's playing this game? Or something else? What is... Oh, you know what? There is another game that I really like. Another puzzle game, sort of like this, that I wonder if anyone is playing. Because one of the ways I found this game is to... Oh, no. No one's playing. No one's playing Her Story. Right, what to do? What to do? What time is it? It's about noon. Pardon me just a moment. I'm trying to find someone to raid. Oh dear, what shall we do? What shall we do? You know what? There is this one streamer I watch. What is he doing? Oh, he's playing Hollow Knight. Maybe we can go raid him. This is the guy I watch play Dead by Daylight sometimes. Well, let's go ahead and raid him. Sure. Following. Sure, why not? Okay. Alright, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And I shall see you all again soon. Alright, ta-ta!